We are finally doing Damonte Ranch, South Reno video.
Yeah, another neighborhood breakdown.
We are doing a deep dive into it. We're talking about the wild Mustangs that just jump in your front yard and eat your grass.
You've got a bunch of trails out there, marshland.
Exactly. Some really great schools, brand new elementary schools going in.
You're the closest you could possibly be to Summit Mall.
Definitely. So if you want, a community that's all inclusive, gym, swimming pool, gated, security-wise,
All that good stuff.
South Reno Damonte Ranch might be for you,
Yeah, so stay tuned.
and you're gonna want to watch it. How's it going, everybody? I am Joe Hanich.
Ryan Chikvara.
If this is your first time to the channel, we're doing all things Northern Nevada.
Absolutely. What it's like to eat, sleep, play, snowboard, ski.
Live, golf, skip rocks, drink coffee, you name it, we're covering it.
And if this is your first time to the channel,
Tap the freaking bell.
like, subscribe,
Hit the subscribe
hit
button.
those notifications.
Helps us so much with the content we're putting out. And as much as we love putting out content, we are licensed real estate agents in the state of Nevada. So we would love to help you with your real estate needs even more.
Yeah, beautiful Sunday here in Reno, Nevada. You can tell I'm in sort of my real estate golfing garb. Joe's in
shorts.
Joe's in the casual. It was
Whew.
snowing earlier this week. It's 66 today. It's gorgeous.
It is absolutely beautiful. We're actually standing in my backyard right now.
Yeah.
And shooting a video in South Reno, my old stomping grounds. When I first moved to Reno, moved to South Reno one time. And then the second time moving back, we went to move to South Reno as well.
Yeah, it's a desirable spot. We're talking Damonte Ranch today.
Yeah, Damonte Ranch. It is a fantastic area, location-wise, southeast Reno.
Yeah, southeast Reno, sort of just southeast of Veterans Parkway, just north of Geiger Grade there.
Yeah, going all the way out to Geiger Grade. And just a beautiful, family-friendly, oriented, fantastic schools, hiking trails. We're going to get into all that stuff. And we knocked out location. So as far as schools, we've got a couple elementary schools going on out there.
They've got two currently right now. They've got one on the way that's currently in progress, being built. Polikitis out there. And we always try to give you some rankings, give you a feel of what kind of schools you're getting.
Yep.
Polikitis is unranked, actually. They've got Brown down there, though, at an 8. You've got the one middle school, DePauli, that you're zoned for. That's a 7.
And that's
then,
brand new within the last couple of years as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Just to finish off there, Damonte, they've got that rated at 6.
Yeah.
Damonte Ranch High School. So that being said, these schools are, because the Damonte Ranch sort of area didn't really start getting built up until about 05.
2005, exactly. They started the developments out there. Economy was booming. Things were great. Developers were loving life.
Yeah, right.
And then 2008 hit.
Yeah.
And everything stopped, right? You had contractors pulling out. I personally, father-in-law right now was pouring foundations out there. A bunch of the developers never paid him.
Yeah.
Messed
That's
up.
crazy.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
Shout out Tom, though. Good guy.
Yes, great guy. And then Damonte Ranch High School, my wife was the first class to go all the way through Damonte
Yeah.
Ranch.
Yeah.
When they first opened it, they were 7th through 12th.
Which is crazy.
Which
right?
is out,
because they just didn't have
the capacity. They didn't have the middle school out there. So
and there just wasn't that many people with kids out there at the time.
Exactly.
Right? So now, and that's night and day, right? Because you can see, obviously, building a third elementary school already at this point. We've already stated that it's a family-friendly sort of neighborhood.
Yeah.
But
just a suburb, basically, in South Reno. So it's multiple different developments. Whatever you're looking for, if you want gated, if you don't want gated, if you need a townhome, if you're 55 and older, there really is so much to offer in South Reno.
Yeah.
New construction, or again, if they were built since 05, so to me, that's their newer homes.
Yeah, they feel newer. They've got some of those touches, right, where things are a little bit more open. Your master bathroom has a water closet as opposed to
Yes.
the old school where, you were right next to the shower. You know, your significant other. You might have some times.
Yes. So funny. So as far as if you are looking for an HOA, South Reno is going to be it, right? If you're not wanting an HOA, South Reno is not going to be for you.
No, and those range from what, about $40 to 200, and so 40's on that lower end there, and that's just going to be your traditional, you know,
commons areas,
parks, all that sort of stuff within the neighborhood.
Horse poop.
Yep, that gets taken care of. We got some B-roll. We've got some great B-roll for you.
Definitely, the HOA money is literally spent for horse poop getting cleaned up at least once a week. In case you're wondering what it's like to live in Damonte Ranch in South Reno, we've got horses daily. They do poop in your driveway, but they're cute. And if you live out there, please comment in the or leave a comment below and let us know how much you love the horses or how much you don't love the horses.
Yeah, we were driving when we were shooting some B-roll, and as we were popping through, I mean, these things were right off of Rio Wrangler right there. I think, like, right along the road. So
you have to pay attention when you're driving because depending on what you're, I mean, it would suck to hit a horse.
Yeah, it would be devastating. You don't see, and we've gotten questions from clients before. Actually, we've got some animal lovers that we've worked with, and they're like, so like, how often does this occur? What happens when one gets hit or whatever? And it's like, you know, as often as you see them down there, you'd be surprised at how little it really does happen.
Everybody's highly aware, like, it just wild horses, and they are wild, right? They didn't escape from somebody's property. They are wild Mustangs, which is fantastic. But sorry, going off of that tangent. The HOA, it goes all the way up to $200. And the reason that fluctuates so much is there's gated communities out there.
Yeah.
Right? There's communities that you are gated. Inside of those communities, there's also clubhouses, right?
Yeah, and that's some of the beauty of South Reno, right? And with them being newer builds too, and especially, and we're seeing a ton of building going on down there right now.
Toll Brothers, Lennar's out there. Yeah,
and we've got some B-roll of that for you as well. But because Reno has a lot of older builds, you're not seeing clubhouses like that. You're not seeing stuff like that. So if that's something for you where you kind of want that all-inclusive package, it's there. And we're going to show you once again some of that B-roll. But I mean, an awesome swimming pool. You've got fire pits. You've got the gym within the clubhouse, all that sort of stuff. And that's just down the block from your house. Right?
Definitely. So, and we've helped families. And the cool part about it is they're really building these communities that are all-inclusive. So say you're moving from out of state, or, you know, you don't really know anybody. Well, guess what? It's an area to all get together at the pool, at the gym, meet new people, like-minded, right?
Exactly.
And typically, you know, they're families, so the kids have some people to play with and get to know in the neighborhood, going to the same schools and everything like that. So Toll Brothers has really done a good job with those communities, but you're going to pay for it.
Exactly. Right.
They're expensive. The homes aren't cheap. We're looking at some starting in like the low 800s. And they're not available anymore, right? There, a lot of these communities are already built, but they're going above $1 million, you know?
Right, because those people who did get into some of those houses that were around 800, because of some of the views that you get up in Damonte as well. And once again, we've got more B-roll of that for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got some of those higher elevations, and so people are paying lot premiums, you know, in excess of $100,000.
Definitely,
so,
that's easily done.
If somebody's reselling in that community, you can expect to see those be $1 million, right?
Yeah, and so and some of the Toll Brothers, like their developments are almost done, so you're going to be purchasing the resales on those, which is still great because the wait lists were out of this world. Lennar still does have lots, and they are building up there on the top of Damonte still, so the views, again, higher price point. So if it is something you're looking forward or looking into, again, Ryan and I help with new construction. We help guide clients through the whole process. And just don't take the word for the new construction.
Right, they try to rope you in. That being said, we know we do have a ton of content out there. If this is your first video that you're watching with us, make sure to scroll through and look through all our content. We've got whole videos on just new builds, right?
Definitely.
But that being said, back to Damonte Ranch. As far as the homes there, you're looking at what? 2 bedrooms all the way up to 5 bedroom, 4,000 square feet. So there's a good range of what you can find down there. Right?
Whether you're a young professional looking for a townhome or a condo, the Florida Leaves, right? Higher end luxury condos out there. There's townhomes out there. And then, you know, there's a 55 and older community. And then the homes, will range from, you know, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, likely starting in like the low 500s, maybe high 400s, kind of depending on where you're at. All the way up to, you know, 1.2, 1.3, 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom, 4,000 plus square foot.
Exactly.
And so it all ranges there. The theme that we have seen, the lot sizes aren't going to be as big as different areas, right? The developers really wanted to capitalize on bringing in as many homes as possible, so your money's going towards the home and not really the lot.
Yeah, exactly. And when they were building back then and they were trying to get as much up as they could, they were stacking them. Right now, still doing the same thing a little bit in some areas.
You'll see
some of those other Toll Brothers though, in Lennar, when you're up on the hill, you are paying a little bit of that premium for the lot, and so some of those they've actually, you know, gotten them a little bit further away. But yeah, in some of the ones in the B-roll, once again, that we touch on, when you're driving through, you're gonna see you're right on top of your neighbor in some of these neighborhoods.
Definitely.
So,
and again, might not be that big of a deal, because if there's a park 30 seconds away, right? Send the kids to the park. If there's the clubhouse, if the swimming pool, you know, things of that nature, just because the homes are very close together doesn't mean you're not going to have the resources. And I mean, a pool, I want a pool.
Right.
Days like this.
Yeah, well, you got a big enough backyard here. Proximity and location, we know we always like to touch on that as well. You are right. We touched on Geiger Grade earlier. You're right down the street from Virginia City, right?
Definitely.
So as far as Reno area and being in city limits, that's the closest you're going to be able to get to Virginia City. So right up Geiger Grade there. You're also super close to North Lake Tahoe, right?
Yeah.
You just hop on, blanking right now, on the street name there.
Whoa, Mount Rose?
Yeah, Mount
Jump
Rose.
up,
Yeah, geez, Mount Rose Highway.
Jump up, yeah. So you're super close
Yeah.
to Mount Rose, the ski resort, and the views of Mount Rose and the Sierras. Like, that's the one thing I miss every morning, heading to the gym and just seeing the mountains. So, yeah, super close proximity, Mount Rose. You're probably 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
I would get there in 20 minutes. You guys don't be calling me a liar. It might take you 25.
Yeah, 25 up to North Lake. There's a bunch of cool spots up there. Incline Village,
Yeah.
Tees, Rotisserie, all that sort of stuff.
Definitely. And then with also the Veterans Connector, we've talked about this before, it puts you right into East Sparks as well.
Yeah.
So if you're commuting out there, if you're jumping to the Legends or Shields, it's super easy.
Yeah. And then lastly, kind of the crown jewel of sort of shopping and industry down there. We've touched on that before as well.
Done different
and
videos,
that's going to be not Legends. Once again, now I'm blanking again. The Summit, Outdoor Summit.
Sierra, the Summit.
The Summit Mall.
Yeah.
I've totally lost my train of thought here with Mount Rose. I feel like an idiot. No, Summit Mall. Summit Mall right there. And we've got some B-roll of that.
Yeah, and a great spot. I mean, your higher end, your Macy's, your Lululemon, great. I think it was Blue Sports or Blue Zone.
Yeah.
New sports place out there.
Yep.
Which is sweet, rental-wise.
Jewelry stores, all that sort of stuff.
Definitely.
Good food.
BJ's Brewery. We were just at Land Ocean. Went with the family.
Skip Bellini's. I mean, we can continue to list them all
Definitely.
off, right? But there's just a ton of stuff to do. A great spot to just take the kids a day like today, just walk around, do some window shopping, grab a lunch, and
Noble
and
Pie Pizza.
go see a movie, right? The movie theater is right there as well, Galaxy Theaters. So
Definitely. And I think, shoot, what else?
I think we kind of got it there, right?
I think that's just about it. Yeah, so South Reno, we could talk forever about this place. Again, if you are thinking about relocating to the area, that might be in the mix. It's a very kind of small area, but within Damonte Ranch, there's just so many different places that we could recommend to you, depending on your needs, with the family, by yourself, whatever it may be. And you're still proximity to the airport, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, everything in Reno, from south,
close.
From Damonte Ranch to get up to North Reno is going to take you 20 minutes.
Definitely. One thing I did want to talk about were the trails.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So it's not there where we were at, right off Rio Wrangler. There's some marshland that go throughout there with trails, nature preserves. So you're going to see the ducks, the pelicans, the cranes, things like that. That's just awesome. And it's protected, so it's not going anywhere. So
which is awesome.
The views out there are pretty fantastic. And I want to say it's about 2.7 miles.
Gotcha.
Haley used to run it. I would never run it. I don't like running. we would jump on the beach cruiser. I was riding my bike, but we would take our dogs too. And you'll see the parks, like a day like today, I'm actually heading out to have dinner with the in-laws, and so I'll get some B-roll. But people are so active out there, so it's
and there's even some houses we've showed for clients, right, where they're your backyard backed right up along a path, and that's not something for everybody. But other people are like, wait, you're telling me that like I've got great views and a bunch of just like I can just hop the fence, put in a little gate here, and just start going, right? So
exactly.
Yeah, so an awesome spot overall. Once again, we do have a ton of videos, ton of content with a bunch of different neighborhood breakdowns and stuff like that. And so this one, Damonte Ranch, another spot we love.
check it out.